Hello class. In this week's module we will continue discussing ways of developing your school library. This week, Morris talks about the 4 functions of the school librarian: teacher, information specialist, instructional partner, and an administrator. The role of a school librarian, and librarians in general, has changed over the past decade. Now, 21st century school librarians must see themselves as instructional partners with classroom teachers and leaders within the school community. Though librarians have always been involved in informal instruction, the librarian might also take on the role of a team leader in e-learning or distance instruction. Therefore, being able and willing to develop lesson plans is becoming a necessary component of school librarianship. That role is now moved to a more formal one where the librarian either works in tandem with a classroom teacher or independently as the lead instructional teacher. The librarian might also take on the role of a team leader in e-learning or distance instruction. Therefore, being able and willing to develop lesson plans is becoming a necessary component of school librarianship. More than ever, in a fiscally conservative and assessment-obsessed educational environment, the school librarian needs to be viewed as an information specialist, a leader, an instructional technologist, a manager, an administrator, and a collaborative teacher librarian. School librarians need to be advocates for their libraries, and one way to accomplish that goal is to be viewed as invaluable resources for students, teachers, and administrators, the school community, and the community at large. For many, the idea of being responsible for planning, overseeing, expediting, and managing expenditures can seem like a daunting task. However, it is neither a daunting nor enigmatic task. Budgeting requires planning for change, planning for improvements, planning for necessities, planning for uncertainties, and, on top of all of this is record keeping, ensuring that all expenditures made for the library, by the library, and in the name of the library can be accounted for with a written record. The budget needs to be submitted to, and approved by, the school and/or district administration. It becomes imperative, therefore, that the librarian plan and record this process systematically, for example line item, with rationales provided as needed. As the school librarian, therefore, you have the responsibility of planning and budgeting for your library's programmatic and/or departmental needs, though what those might be will vary from school to school, district to district, system to system. For some librarians, everything from collections, equipment, furnishings, office materials and supplies, repair and maintenance contracts, fees, and any other miscellaneous program or area expenditures necessary for the running of the library might be in your purview, and thus be accounted for. For other librarians, only basic expenditures, for example collection development, print and non-print, will be required as the library's budgetary record. Yet, however much, or whatever, must be accounted for, itemization is key, and as Morris notes, principals are much more open to support the instructional program in library needs when the budget provides written justification.